How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. I also go by RubyT, and this is episode 2 of my Pokemon Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke, all controlled by the Discord, all controlled by you guys. And if you missed episode 1, it'll be in the description below, but my word, was it a bit of a belter. We were off to a serious start. We lost. This is now our second attempt because I forgot where Barry was. But in the meantime, what you've missed is we caught some Pokemon. We caught Nezuko the Magikarp. After we caught Nezuko the Magikarp, we managed to find ourselves a Staryu. We named him Onion. Again, as you know, as you guys give me all the names for all these Pokemon, there's a lot to get through today, and so these encounters are coming at you thick and fast. It's been a long time since we've done a proper Nuzlocke run like this, and I'm really excited. We caught Thanos Jr., which I know you guys will be really happy about, and he's going to have a part to play coming up. If you don't know, in this ROM hack, some of the Pokemon stats and stuff have been changed, and Ledybur is good now, so I'm actually happy to have Thanos for once. And finally, we caught a Psyduck, and we named him Todo. So there we go, that's where we are, cracking things off with a bang, and we're taking on Barry right away. By the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment on this video. Onion took out Starly with no problem. Then in came Tommy. He whacked down Munchlax. Munchlax was gone. And finally, it was just the Chimchar to deal with, which was no problem for Todo. He sorted it out. So there we go. We've beaten Barry. This is officially our furthest attempt. Not a lot to brag about, but hey, you got to win somewhere. So we got the experience share, which is really nice. Really helpful for the grinding we were going to have to do later. We went and healed our Pokemon, came back, got our next encounter in this grass up here. This one turned out to be a Cubone. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with Cubone. Cubone's a cool Pokemon. We named him Boney. Boney the Cubone. That was given to us by Gemma. Thanks, Gemma. Alright. We did a little bit of grinding, and it was time to take on these trainers. I took them on one by one because I didn't know what level they were going to be, but it wasn't too much bother. So Tommy took out the Shinx. Tommy took out the Sandshrew. Yeah, it wasn't too much. Wasn't too difficult for us. We managed to get through this without too much for a hitch. We took on the next trainer. Fred was dealing with some serious confusion, so Tommy took out the Zubat. Thanos Jr. came in and bug bit this Rattata. He nearly died, but he survived. I thought, Jesus, if I kill Thanos this early, you guys are going to get irritated with me. So I healed up, and then I decided, you know what? I know it's a difficult ROM hack. We don't have to because it's a Nuzlocke, but we took on this double battle. Spearow and Psyduck came out first, so we switched out the Cubone into Tommy, took them both out with a double KO next turn. Next up, our opposition sent out the Cubone and the Sunkern, so we managed to do another switch and take out the Cubone without too much bother. And then the final Pokemon were the same Sunkern, but we took out the Sunkern obviously, and we managed to take a W. So that was nice, and it was time to move on. We went into this cave. The annoying dude came and gave us Rock Smash, even though we don't need Rock Smash in this version, and it was time for our next encounter. So I headed right on my bike, ready to go and get my next Pokemon, and you'll never guess what. Oh, I went too far and we had to do a battle first. So after Thanos Jr. swept through all these other Pokemon, because Thanos Jr. is strong, we got our next encounter. Any guesses what it's going to be? It was a good one. Oh boy, was it a good one. We managed to pick up a Riolu, which is really awesome, like so awesome. We named him Monkey Man. Thanks Senpai for that name. And we moved along our way. We took out the rest of the trainers in this silly little tunnel, and we headed out to Auberg City. There are another few encounters for us to get here, so after we healed up, we went up north to this route to get our next encounter. There are some really cool Pokemon on this, you can get on this route. You can get Rhydon, you can get Ponyta, you can get Larvitar. We got Phanpy. Now, I may have moaned about Phanpy last time I got one, but it turned out, the Donphan turned out to be absolutely awesome. So, yeah, I'm not going to moan anymore. Happy, the Phanpy came with us. Next up was our encounter down in the mine, and it was Trapinch, which is really cool. Totally happy with that. Not entirely sure what happened with my background here, but we had a couple of issues, but it's been sorted out about now. There we go. Yeah, so we fixed those issues, and it was time to move on our merry way. This is the team that we decided to take on Rourke with. We have Turtwig, we have Trapinch, we have Psyduck, we have Cubone, we have Riolu, and we have Staryu. At least I thought we had Staryu. However, I accidentally misclicked, and Rourke gave us the first evolution stone. It turned out to be a water stone, which was pretty nice. Then we went and chatted to Steven. He offered us Beldum, but by the rules, we couldn't take it. So yeah, I rushed through a lot of this stuff today because there was so much going on, and I wanted to show you the full battle with Rourke because it is pretty good. So this is the team we've got. They're all level 16, which is the same level as Rourke's Ace. That's the level cap we're going to be working on, unless I really think we can't win. But I figured we had a pretty decent shot at this. I did a few little calcs and I figured that once we evolved Staryu into Starmie, we should probably be okay for a lot of this fight. So there we go. It was time to take on Rourke. I was confident, but maybe my confidence was a little bit premature because whilst I had an idea of what Pokemon he had because I had a little look up first, I wasn't quite aware on how seriously EV trained and IV these Pokemon were to start with. So first thing, he set up the Stealth Rocks, we bulldozed. Unfortunately, that was not enough to make us faster, so the Sandstorm got set up, which was something I was not counting on when I was thinking about how much damage I was going to be doing to different Pokemon. I did not think about the Sandstorm. Anyway, Geodude Fire Punched us and knocked out Ratchet, and I was absolutely furious because I really wanted to use the Trapinch and get a Flygon, and it turns out Trapinch is part Bug type in this generation, and I didn't realise Geodude was going to have Fire Punch, but yeah, that's all we can do. 2 Bone Clubs just missed out on the KO on Geodude, so we figured he was going to use a potion, so I used the Bone Club again. Did even less damage this time. I risked the crit, went for another Bone Club, didn't get crit. We landed the next Bone Club, which was really nice, but I realised we are going to have to switch out. I figured he was just going to use another regular move. Nothing too serious here. I thought, you know, how can I maximise this switch? How can I make sure that we don't get hit too bad? I went to Tommy, and he used Fire Punch, which is absolute horse manure. It's an absolute joke, a travesty that he used Fire Punch. How is he going to predict I went to Tommy? I need to think a bit more how the AI works because this was bad. Anyway, I knew we weren't going to outspeed the Onix, so I switched Tommy out. And I went into Onion. He took a bit of damage because I figured even in the Sandstorm we're going to be able to take this thing down. And I was right. Water Pulse did enough to OHKO Onix, but we were slower again, which is a real pain. Because it meant we weren't going to outspeed this Larvitar, or at least I wasn't sure if we were, so I sat on this for a long time. I really took ages thinking about whether or not we were going to be able to take out this Larvitar. I was pretty sure that it was not going to be able to survive a double super effective stab water attack with Expert Belt. I checked my speed, I did the calcs, I was so unsure. I didn't know how the Larvitar was going to be trained. I already learned from this battle so far that I can't take anything for granted, and I realised that if I was going to switch, it was going to have to be Sacking. I couldn't use Monkey Man because he could have come back really strong for us later with fighting attacks. I didn't want to send in Todo straight away because I didn't want to miss out on those water attacks later on in case we needed them. So it's a sack Boney. I'm sorry, Boney. He went down, but it meant that we got a free switch back into the Starmie, which is obviously a bonus. His life orb went off, his flame orb went off, so the guts was activated. I figured that the best thing here would be to go back into Onion because now my speed would be reset on the switch back in. We'd outspeed the Larvitar and we were guaranteed to take out Larvitar with a double Water Pulse. But even so, I thought about it for a while because of the damage from like the passive damage from rocks and stuff was going to be a problem. But Larvitar was gone and we were 3 Pokemon down, 3 to go. We still had 4. He sent in Cranidos, and this was the thing I was scared about the most. I was genuinely very scared about this thing. Sorry, he only had 2 Pokemon left, what am I talking about? Because this thing has Thunder Punch, which means I couldn't stay in with Onion. There was just no way I was going to be able to stay in. It also has Bite, I think, which you can use, and it was just, yeah, it wasn't good. Things were bad, life was bad, and I had to sacrifice Tommy. I'm so sorry, Tommy, but I realised with the Sandstorm up, I did some calcs, and Cranidos was still going to... Cranidos, whatever the hell stupid thing it's called, it was still going to survive. It was still going to survive if it had any HP investment. There was a chance it was going to survive, and I didn't think I could actually beat Bonsly without taking this down first. If Starmie went down to the Cranidos, Cranidos would sweep me. So I had to make sure I took out the Cranidos. It was the only way to make sure that we won this battle. Starmie could definitely deal with Bonsly. Psyduck, a combination of Psyduck and Riolu could probably deal with the Bonsly. But the problem was we had to get past his Cranidos, right? And if Cranidos survived an attack from Starmie because of the Sandstorm raising special defense because it's a rock type, if that happened, then we would just lose. We'd lose the run, we'd lose the Nuzlocke, and all the work and all the deaths that have already happened up to this point would be totally and utterly in vain, right? So the only thing I could think of is to think about how many turns of Sandstorm, right? And I thought because when you use the move Sandstorm, it does expire. Okay, because even in Gen 4 it expires, or at least in this game it does, because it already expired once. So my thinking was, how many turns of Sandstorm had there already been? If there had been enough turns of Sandstorm already that it was going to expire soon, then what I could do is sacrifice Todo, which I really didn't want to do, but it was going to be the only way, if that was going to work, if that was enough turns of Sandstorm. If it weren't enough turns of Sandstorm, I was going to have to sacrifice Riolu too. So it was an absolute horrible decision. I had no idea what to do, and I thought about it for a long time. This is on ×4 speed, so you've got an idea of how long this actually took me to work out whether or not I would get away with doing this, whether or not I wanted to do it. In the end, I decided it was the only thing I could do, and Todo, the poor brave Psyduck, was going down. Thunder Punch, not a hope we were going to survive that, but the Sandstorm subsided, which meant we got a guaranteed KO, and we took out the Granados, and we were okay. The next thing was whether or not the Bonsly would survive the Water Pulse. We used Water Pulse, and yeah, we took it down. We were done. We beat Rourke. We lost 4 Pokemon in the process, but we beat Rourke. So there we go. I don't know what else to say. It was tough. It was really tougher than I was expecting, but yeah, we lived to fight another day, and we lived to make another episode. We took some new friends with us, and we prepared for the next leg on our journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun making this series so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. It seems to the last video did really well, and I hope it carries on doing that way. Remember, go and check out my friend Rhett's videos. He's making a Nuzlocke on Let's Go Eevee at the moment. It's really awesome. I'll put it after this in the description. So yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.